505, you can't come with us. 505, you can't come with us. You can't come with us. Come with us.
New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. It's Cheeto, she a pack. Finna guaranteed though. Move back, type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
You ain't stepping 505, you can't come with us.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos adoptados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No ain't not yet, que pueda conmigo. Dios es mi testigo, I'm the one that shut it down. Just a light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The trust, wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
First off, let me talk my got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my it's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Miami Dolphins. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And now here's a carry heading left. Gets around him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Owens. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 4th down, Michael Palardy on to punt. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
This out quickly to Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 coming.
Here's Burrow.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Lions 7, Dolphins 0. Jack Fox to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, Owens. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion.
Here we go.
One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Dolphins 0.
Gun.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Burrow. Steps away. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8.
And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Owens. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Trap 60.
They're going to try and throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3.
And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
To throw from his end zone, Owens. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Owens.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 28-0.
Dolphins nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. First down, Owens.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here we go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And they take a knee. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 1st down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And some room to roam now. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side. It's Burton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down now. It's Burton, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Burton, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A quick throw there out to Williams. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Schilling. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Schilling. Got his man. It's Williams. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown. Seth Williams, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point safely through, and that makes this 35-0 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burton, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On 3rd down, it's Burton. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. They get this out quickly to the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Owens. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On 3rd down, Owens. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Schilling. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Touchdown, Dolphins! From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Burton. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now again, right side. It's Burton. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll try the left side. It's Burton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Dolphins 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Okay, ready?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Lions, they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives them a final mark of 16-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but I know he never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist, big